Very cool. What is going on, everyone? Happy Monday, and welcome back to our Monday night online open mic presented by the Barbed Open Mic series. Welcome back. Yeah, this is your first time joining us. Welcome. Great to have you here. Thanks for tuning in. And if you're returning, well, of course, welcome back. Great to have you. First of all, yes, we've been doing this since April of 2020. Like any other open mic, if you want to perform, all you have to do is sign up. The link can be found in the description of the video. In fact, if you want to join us next week, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on a little bell to be notified whenever we upload a new video. I always upload this live stream here that you're watching now. I always upload the video or the stream ahead of time with the link in the description, so you can find it that way. We also have a link tree. But let's go ahead and continue. My name is Richie David Marrufo. I'll be your host tonight, director of the open mic. So again, welcome to have you guys here. Let us know you're here and say hello in the chat. We got the live stream, and I always appreciate it to see when people are tuning in. So feel free to comment. What lines stick out to you, what metaphors, what images. Maybe you can relate to any of the pieces. Just in general, we want to support what's going on here on the screen. These online shows are unique in that way, in that we don't have a traditional audience live with us in the room, right? So we're performing to an intangible crowd, but if you guys are there, it's nice to have you with us. Other than that, a couple other things. If you are an EPCC student looking for the Tejano Passport program, let us know in the live chat, and I will type in directions on how I can get you the QR code for that credit. A couple steps involved, so just let me know. I will probably leave a couple of reminders throughout the show. Lastly, of course, in addition to our Monday night online shows, we do have in-person live shows in the El Paso area all throughout the week, all throughout the month. So this week, you can find us downtown at Rosewood Bar for our Verse and Harmony open mic. That is music and poetry. It is in downtown El Paso, San Antonio Street. And that one's always kind of fun. It's more chill. It is a lounge. Sign up starts at 8 p.m. It's kind of a late show. And then the show starts at 9, and we pretty much go till past midnight. Um, they've been pretty full, pretty active. In fact, last time we had a bunch of bands show up. We had like full on bands with like two bands with full on drummers, which was a lot of fun. I did enjoy that. In fact, that's probably the mic where you want to do that. Of course, if you have poetry, if you have prose, if you have original, or if you want to share covers, come on through. I will be hosting that. And I think I'll also bring my camera. So if you guys want me to film your set, to let me know. I'm trying to get back into doing that more often and just kind of getting good clips for that. Other than that, we also have an open mic this Thursday at Old Sheepdog Brewery. As at the last Thursday of every month, we always have an open mic there. Old Sheepdog Brewery is amazing. Love the owners; they're super cool. And of course, I love it because Kit is getting his hosting chops there the last Thursday of every month. So our host will be Kit Ren. Um, and that starts at this one's a little earlier, so sign up starts at 7, and then the show starts around 8. If things work out the right way, and we go till about 11ish, only because they close at midnight. What are some other things that I want to announce? This Saturday we are having a writing workshop in Las Cruces once again. Um, I don't remember the specific details, but we will be posting about it. So you can follow us on social media to see all these posts. That writing workshop will be led by our Las Cruces host, Liz Liano, who produced the shows in Las Cruces. So she gets down. She's really cool, really awesome. So she'll be leading that ekphrastic workshop. I forget it's a photography exhibit, kind of in the vein of Ansel Adams. I can't remember the name of the photographer in that exhibit, but could draw some really cool writing. And once again, just kind of like the last time we did this in Las Cruces, we will have an open mic later on to celebrate the writing, and then there'll also be an open mic. So be on the lookout for that, especially if you are in the Las Cruces area. We're getting ready to get open mic started up there again. So if you've been itching for that a little bit, in Las Cruces. Don't worry, it's coming. Um, with that said, we have always a lot of stuff going on here in El Paso too. In fact, I always have venues and businesses reaching out to me wanting to do open mics. Um, I am getting older and more tired, so it's hard to do those for me. It's hard to say yes immediately. But if you guys are ever interested in being part of our team and possibly running your own show, get a hold of us. Just message us on social media, Instagram, Facebook. All right then. I think we're good on announcements. The list is pretty light today, so if you do want to sign up and join us, the water is fine. There's plenty of room. So that's also why I'm kind of taking my time a little bit more on this intro. Again, love to see you in the live chat. If not, if you're watching the replay later on in the week, leave a comment. Who did you like? Who did you enjoy? And as always, performers, those of you who are going to perform, share your social media that way so people can follow you, support you online. I will remind you. Okay, so without further ado, let's go and kick this thing off. And as we have done so many times, we're going to kick things off in Denver, where we have Michael Sindler in the house, our very own Mike, to open up the mic. All right, when you're ready, take it away.
Hey, Richie, great to see you. Great to see everybody here. Just because it's a thin crowd doesn't mean it's not a great one. Something else that is great is lighthousewriters.org, both here in Denver and all over the world through the magic of Zoom. Lots of great classes and workshops and all kinds of stuff going on. I'm in the middle of taking a wonderful class right now, 8-week class. So this is still suicide awareness and hopefully prevention month. So I thought I would start with another one. Last time I think I did a sonnet about the same person, but this is another poem I wrote about her. I tell myself I tried to intervene, tried to pull you back, put you down on safer ground, to get you help, the help that could have saved you, get you to a place where you felt safe. I tell myself to be kind to myself. Perhaps nothing could have changed the outcome. I was acting out of care, out of concern, out of love. I tell myself I tried. We talked just 2 days before you wished me happy birthday, before you spiraled off into paranoia. I wish I knew some fool had given you a gun. I tell myself to be kind. I hang on to memories, the phone calls and rare attempts at intervention. Not all my fault. I was just one friend, not even in the same city at the end. I tell myself I tried. You were always wild, always untamable, a spark without insulation. Not many stayed close after a few shocks and burns. I tell myself to be kind. I wish I could have known just how close to the edge you were. 2 days later, it was over. There was a message on my phone from your sister. I tell myself I tried. She said, your last note mentioned me, that you wanted me to know you loved me. It made it harder knowing that my feeble attempts could not save you. I tell myself to be kind. I could not give up on the sweetness inside. I could never push you away, but I couldn't pull you back when I wish I could have most. I'm going to move from that to the fact that we've just hit the equinox and now we are actually into fall. And this is a poem for the beginning of fall called Wax and Wane. I find an increased urgency in each minute discovery, absorbing the fragile beauty left alive as autumn waxes. To memorize, I am inclined each splash of color that I find, blooms and blossoms on still green vines, each golden leaf that clings to branch. I stop each time I see a rose and bend the stem and thus expose its precious essence to my nose, intoxication soon to fade. I'm not the type to quote from hymns inspired more by truth that stems as days grow short and color dims. Those seasons turn, grace never wanes. And I'm not going to do too much of my stuff because I'll just do a couple more um, pieces that are hat poems. And this first one is by Elizabeth Alexander, who's a contemporary poet, and it's called Equinox. Now is the time of year when bees are wild and eccentric. They fly fast and in cramped loop-de-loops dive bomb clusters of convergence. In the bright late September out of doors, I have found their dried husks in my clothes. They are dervishes because they are dying. One last sting, a warm place to squeeze a drop of venom or of honey. After this stroke we thought would be her last, my grandmother came back, reared back, and slapped a nurse across the face. Then she stood up, walked outside, and lay down in the snow. 2 years later, there is no other way to say we are waiting. She is silent, light as an empty hive, and she is breathing. And I'm going to end with a very favorite poet around this place, especially for Robin, Mr. Rilke, and it's called Autumn. The leaves fall as from far, like distant gardens withered in the heavens. They fall with slow and lingering descent. And in the nights, the heavy earth too falls from out of the stars into the solitude. Thus all doth fall. This hand of mine must fall, and lo, the other one, it is the law. But there is one who holds this falling infinitely softly in his hands. And I will mention the fact that this was translated by Jesse Lamont, because there have been so many great translators of Rilke, and Robin is one of those. So thank y'all very much.
Oh man, thank you, Mike, for your set. Appreciate that. For those pieces. Oh man, that first one got all of us. So for those of you joining in right now, welcome to our Monday night online mic. Definitely, if you got in the middle of Mike's set, definitely go back and rewind. I think that's something you can do while we're live. If not, we always have a replay. So as soon as we finish the show, you can go back and replay or watch it during the week. But I do want to give a shout out to everyone who's here with us. I see we have a really nice live chat room going on right now. We've got Sandy in the house, we've got Ruben, we got Steven, we've got Kayla. Welcome, guys. Great to have you. Yes, stick around and hang out with us in the chat. You know, respond to the poems. We got Julian. What's up, Julian? Who is I? It's is that Julian Falk in there, or is that? Yeah, what's up? Hey, and also we got Julian Matthews who just joined us in the sign up. So yeah, we got a couple people who just signed up. Tanish as well. Cassie's in the house. All right, cool. We're filling up. We're getting people into the room, and it's exciting. So yeah, this is our online mic. If you want to join us, you can still sign up. Link is in the description. If not, join us next week. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and keep things going. We're gonna come back to El Paso for our next performer, and actually I heard her name dropped in Mike's set. It is our poet laureate of Tumble Words, and just overall, like, just awesome to have her as part of our community and consistently reading and sharing her work. Let's go ahead and welcome Robin Schofield. Happy Monday, Robin.
Happy Monday, Richie. Happy Monday, everybody, including those of you who are watching on YouTube in the future. Hope you enjoy it. I'm going to read a couple of autumn poems from my book, Flow. Sandy will recognize the picture because she took it. Isn't that gorgeous? This is called Almost a Guzzle in Cloudcroft. And a guzzle is the form that comes from Kashmir, maybe, and Urdu is its original language. And it's couplets, and there's a repeating rhyme, and it's supposed to all be separate, but this one has a little narrative, so that's why I called it Almost a Guzzle. So Almost a Guzzle in Cloudcroft. Late October, we eat venison roasted on the deck. The night it snows and the pipes are tested on the deck. Pine trees stand around in the steel wool wind. A mountain jay dresses down some kid on the deck. In an alpine meadow, swallowtails backstroke the purple aster. Canyon ridges I read from the deck. The Sacramento's a nexus of trails where a shepherd dog named Lucky takes me, shuffled like a card in the deck. My notebook, fueled by waterfalls, fans the evening fire. The curly redhead loves the giants, batter on deck. I root for the Angels and they win the World Series. Josh falls like a sailor, so drunk and mad on the deck. They're not even your team, he spat out at me before he went out to drink and be sad on the deck. I feel empathy for the young poets who drink to blackout, for I, Robin Schofield, was as bad, half dead on the deck. Yeah. Oh yeah, and sometimes in El Paso, a temperature inversion occurs, and that's when there's warm air on top of cooler air, and it seals in all the pollution that comes from like wood fires and Juarez and all the cars that are everywhere. So this is called Bite of Inwit, when late autumn flow causes a temperature inversion. An bite of Inwit is Old English for your conscience. And you can kind of see how that works. Inwit, wit that goes inward, and bite. Okay. Warmer air seals the sky shut over a bowl of colder air, trapping the breath of the morning smokestacks. A second horizon by the law of thermodynamics rises in the aqua sky. The smoke goes flat at the line yellowed by chemicals, the carbon orange opposite of blue oxygen. Unlike the seedy marigolds in their one season, Esperanza, yellow bells, scattered by rain, is frozen in time, due another round. I'm standing under the Afghan pine, thinking I'll not cut the branches that block the sun and burn them after the icy rain. Oh, can you tell I'm looking forward to fall, even if there are problems with it. This one's called Riddle in October. Sunset erodes the hour, day's mandala, a circling crow. The western sloping ravine gashes clouds, tumbling boulders polished as jewels. My hand is a fractal, repeating plum and yellow vines that snare my snake boots, trekking the 3 hills. Cirrus clouds flower outside history. Seeds fly, bits of paper that hurtle, unlike meditating dragonflies whose vision encompasses 360 degrees, incomplete as drumming stars on a wind the spiraling hawk catches and forms. And then I don't really have a cover poem. I forgot about Rilke's Autumn Poems. That was a nice choice, Michael. And so I'm going to read something out of a notebook. Wow, I just read some old stuff. Now I'm reading, you know what it is. So this was from the Tumble Words workshop we did on Saturday. And Kelly Mary McAllister made us think about the tundra because we've made her think about the desert, and she lives in Canada. So I thought this came out pretty well. Every footstep on the Arctic tundra destroys the tiny, fraught forms of flora and fauna. To step into the blaring wind, get bitten by the icy wind. There's ice in your eyes, fire in your mouth. Like Ezekiel, you have listened to the archaic wind, its fits and starts spanning the coals in your mouth, while your feet are like ice blocks, your hands white and cold like snow, very beautiful with their blue veins, the wind like a scythe, blue tinge of the snow reflecting the unobstructed sky. The first thing you understand about the tundra is that there is no place to hide, and everywhere to the infinite flat horizon is the face of God. Thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. And if you like writing, do come to Tumble Words. It's at 1 o'clock most Saturdays. Mountain time, that is, 1 o'clock Mountain time on Saturdays. Lasts till about 3. And that's where I write a lot of my poems. Of course, I usually touch them up afterwards. But thanks, everybody. Back to you, Richie.
All right, thank you, Robin. And again, another great set. We're starting off really, really strong today with our online mic. Again, if you guys are watching, let us know what you really like about the poems and the sets. And of course, you guys want to share your websites, links, ways you can purchase books, merchandise, or just kind of support the online content that everyone is doing. I know that's kind of different for everyone. So, like Robin said, check out Tumblewords. Tumblewords is a really great generative writing workshop. So if you've been wanting to write more, that is one of the places to start. Okay, so let's go and keep this thing going. Once again, welcome to the online mic. If you are just joining us, because I see more people joining in a little later right now that weren't here at the beginning. If you are an EPCC student and you are here for Tejano Passport credit, let me know. Just leave a comment in the live chat, and I will follow up with some instructions or directions on how you can receive that credit. Pretty much, I'll email you. But I want you to watch the show a little bit first too. So just pay attention. Who do you like? Things like that. What stands out to you? And we'll go from there. So let's go and continue. We are based out of El Paso, but of course, thanks to the internet and Zoom and YouTube, we're able to join with people all over the world, all over the globe, and we will see that today, in fact. But right now, we're going to go ahead just a little bit north of here, and we're going to tune in with our friend Zach, who is in New Mexico. Zach, welcome back. When you're ready, go ahead and take it away.
It feels like it's been a while. I'm so happy to be back. All right. Dang. All right. They ask why. Fire burning, something within, desire without reason. Fire trucks, not enough water, douse, eternal burn. I'm sorry it burns. Not enough, except it's always more. Attic, can't hear anything else. Constant ringing ear. My heart sped up, and it can't be anything else. Full steam, hear me, homing, early morning, dog awake. Little girls be up soon. I'm just tired. I didn't know daughters love. Hope my coding works out okay. I'm just Bo. You're an arrow. Shot out, big world, my 2 girls. Hold on. Coding, computer, everything dad tells you. Run hard, soccer practice. Breathe deep, mountain fresh air. I'm a result of so many mistakes. Falling, I feel every step. I'm not here. Hear me, I try. Mom's eyes, I don't know where. You aren't here. My coding, stay with you forever. My only family. I have fire, it can't be put out. Programming, question mark. Because I have things I only think about. Shadow dark. Fire truck, not enough. Put it out. It's chemical. It's, I don't know. Girls, you don't need same pain. I hope addiction. Mommy has it too. Girls, you have enough love. Fill void to exist, express, let go. Trauma from past. My poems, maybe you shouldn't hear. You don't need ancestral tendencies. Past from old. Playbook past, just tear it up. Don't live past, different life. Fight old ways. Remind, look in, break free, live, rudder free. Don't be bound. Inherit my inadequacy. Is it programming? Just an excuse. Try and find something I need. Except things I want, always just out of reach. How many excuses? Blamed on past, doctor asked, family history. Always say I don't know. Can't sleep. Programming. Drunken morning. Must be my coding. Weird brain. Frantic writing. Coding. Program me. Rewrite everything I think is me. I didn't know where I belong. I left home a long time ago. It was a river. Throw a rock down, splash and see. Broke down hoop above garage. I saw hope. Good folks, good old boys, trucks. Patron bottle broke overhead. I hope you're okay. Say something. Haven't heard from you. Friends pass. I'm not good. Social situation. Imagine me in New York City. Crocodile Dundee. Programming, coding. It was a long time ago. Now, New Mexico. Daughters under the sun. Desert. Thought I wanted sun. Missed the rain, cloud cover, tucked in, Oregon winter. See me, that weird little boy. He wrote words, practice, I don't know, expression, true to me. Fate, end up here. See, boy, you care. Bow and arrow, shot across sky. Haven't talked to dad for real since 2005. Life, you say, why? You have tears in eye. You don't have any other family. Daughters, I call you Otter Gang. I love you. Trust me, it's not all my fault. I find people who leave want dad for alternative things. Sex, drugs, money. I don't know why. I won't let snakes in your life.
All right. Thank you, Zach, as always, for making the time to join us. And that's such a signature of yours now. The it's the equivalent of that Zoom mic drop, right? Like, all right, video off. It works very well. As always, appreciate the setup, the words, and your presence. Zach Frater, everyone out in New Mexico. Yeah, and again, I know you had messaged me about this earlier, but yeah, if you're ever in the El Paso area, come through, check out our mic. We have plenty of them in person. That goes for any of you. You know, if you guys watching online or ever downtown or at any of the breweries that we do our open mics, then come on through. Come check it out. We always love a live audience, even more so if you want to perform. All right, so we're going to again just keep this rolling because this list ended up being pretty nice and full. So yeah, let's just keep this going. We're gonna go ahead and travel to South Euclid, Ohio, where we have a dual wielding poet laureate. That's right, representing South Euclid and Cuyahoga County. Let's go ahead and bring back up Doc Janning. Hey Doc, when you're ready, go ahead and take it away.
Thank you. I'm going to begin with Mangata. The Isle of the Moon floats in the sea of stars, reflects across the seas of earth. It creates Mangata, guides on pathways of night and voyages of light, pathways of compassion and understanding, love and kindness, healing and creating, being and becoming, voyages into a new era, an era of peace. This is titled Amamancy of Sound. The stream flows through the valley, sighs your name to the breeze. I hear and am enchanted, ensorcelled, enchained by the amamancy of its sound, the sound of forever. And I'll finish with merism, Suspended waves of hills linger in silent distances neath mist-shrouded sun, speak in hushed tones to the skies. An invisible world appears, one you cannot see, but you do. A half-remembered world of dream and wonder, beyond the far side of the stars, beyond the far side of never. Then sun dances into morning, rising in glissande and grand jeté, proclaiming warmth and joy of day, singing in all the colors and languages of light, dancing across infinite baldaquin of blue, traceries of time and life outlined in dappled chiaroscuro, converge in nexes of infinities and unknowns. All, awaken emotions, hopes, and dreams, all becoming, existing in the merism of be. Thank you.
All right, Doc, and do you want to talk really quick, just where people can support you online?
They can find me on Facebook as Doc Janning.
All right, it's as simple as that. Thanks again for joining us, Doc. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Awesome, man. Awesome, awesome. Um, the Book of Face. Go check it out. Okay, really quick, before we move on, I did realize that I did forget something in the announcements. So if you are in the El Paso region, this week, I teach at El Paso Community College, specifically Rio Grande campus, that is the downtown campus. And I help with a group called the Papagayo Project, and it's pretty much independent workshops each week, kind of the fun part of learning without the tests and the grades and the quizzes and the homework and all that stuff. So this week we have 3 days in a row of events that you can check out: Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. In particular, the reason why we're doing these three events back to back to back like that is we are working to feature the El Paso Black Arts Association, a new nonprofit organization in town dedicated to like supporting the work of African American artists and performers in the El Paso area. I have a lot of friends who are part of that, and that I've had the pleasure to have known for a little while, and I'm still meeting. Wednesday, we were doing a session on graffiti. Unfortunately, we won't be graffitiing the school. That would be kind of cool, but we are going to be painting spray cans that you can take with you. And so the reason why I'm saying this, if you are a student, come by easily. Yes, you can just look up Papagayo, Papagayo, on Instagram or Facebook, and it is in addition open to students, faculty, and the community. So if it's just something that you're interested in, or if you want to find out more about what the El Paso Black Arts Association is about, come on by. It is open to people in the community. So yeah, Wednesday is painting on spray cans with my buddy Oracle. Um, that's from 12 to 2 in Rio Grande A125. Thursday, we're going to be featuring two more artists. It's going to be split between dance. So if you want to get a little active and learn about like it's the focus is holistic wellness. So using dance to kind of take care of ourselves. And the second session will focus on meditation, which I believe will be led by my friend Earth Angel Bay, who I did a show with a couple months back. And then Friday, all these are from 12 to 2, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm sorry, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at the campus. And Friday is going to be focused on spoken word. So a couple of the members of the Black Arts Association will be there, including our friend Kenny Granville, who leads the Nitty Gritty open mic. He's been such a huge supporter of the Barbed open mic, and we support him as well and everything that they do, as well as our friend Starfire Courtney. So she'll be there performing as well. So that's Friday from 12 to 2. If any of that interests you, let us know. Or leave some stuff in the chat and I'll let you go. Oh, thanks to Kit for linking in the live chat. Appreciate that, Kit. Okay, so sorry, let's go and keep going. That was another brief commercial, as brief as I can make it. But check it out. As I mentioned, we do get to connect with people globally. So now we get to go to our friend in Malaysia, where we have Julian Matthews next up on the mic to do his thing. Julian, when you're ready, we'll go ahead and switch it over to you. Welcome back. Happy Monday.
Oh, hi. Thank you. This is called New Page. New Page. Each of us is a salty history book, waiting to strip off leather-bound skins and share our unleavened, sordid tales. I burn from memories of old flames like a melting candle sheds waxy tears until its wick curls up, gives into the dark. I sprinkle flour like stardust pressed and mold this ingrained pain of past lives into a pliable dough I can bear. But the crust is hardened, cracks are starting to show, temperatures too high. You can't preheat a wood fire hard. Yet I persist, my cobweb palms need this gossamer interplay, hoping to rub off sugary crumbs from yours into mine. The sun-glazed clouds today are loaves, rising in a mural sky. A train streaks across the horizon like a prize-winning baguette off to Paris. I'm not the bread of life, but slice me up, slather me in butter, and let us raise a toast to usher in whatever sweetness comes next. The second one is called Lovely. As a boy, I never visited my father in hospital when he had his first heart attack, or my mother when she had her operation. You never want to see your parents in pain or suffer or lying down in bed in distress. In a child's eyes, a father and mother are tough, everlasting, made of iron, but not machines in need of repair. You never want to see a door separate from its hinges or that light in the fridge not come on when you open up or hot water run cold. Here the shower is always warm. The car starts at the first turn of the ignition. Gas never runs out. There's always flowers in the vase. And the porch light is always left on when you're late like a star to find your way home. Or you, reflected in the mirror, all dressed for prom or your first date or a wedding. And we, your mother or I, lean over and say, tears rimming eyes. Lovely. Thank you.
Awesome, Julian. Thank you so much for sharing all those pieces. And as always, if you I know you have your link tree, we will share that with everyone in the chat. In fact, you did provide it when you signed up, and that makes it a lot easier. Thank you so much. Yeah, so YouTube Live, check it out. If you want to follow and check out Julian's work online, go follow that link there. Okay. Once again, guys, welcome to the online mic. Next up, oh, check this out. Cool, very cool. Let me go to sign up. Currently joining us in Oklahoma City, to share a few songs. It has been a little bit of a while, since she's been here, but you can follow her on YouTube, Music by Sue. Welcome, Sue Schnitzer, back to the mic. Welcome back. And it was nice having you last Monday too in the live chat. When you're ready.
Awesome. I'm like so happy to finally be able to get back on here. And yeah, I'm in Oklahoma City till Wednesday morning. Yeah, life is fun. So I'm gonna do a couple of brand new songs like this month. This first one is kind of sad. It's a composite of a lot of different people, some recent, some in the past, and a little me. has another birthday coming up. She's getting further past 30. Friends are getting married, they're having kids. She's single, she's single again. Has a full-time job, but the hours aren't great. At least she's now on salary, trying to pay down her debt, but first comes the rent. Will she ever save? Where did the years go? Where did her dreams go? Where does she want to be? How did she get here? She shops for one, cooks for one, always makes her bed even though she lives alone. She's got her dog and cat to take care of. They bring her up. They bring her up when she's feeling down. When she's feeling down. And maybe someday she'll meet the right guy, maybe get married or just move in. For now she's got her job, she's got her friends, she's got her way of doing things. On a good day, she thinks she's doing all right. Yeah, maybe she's all right. She thinks, where did the years go? Where did her dreams go? Where does she want to be? How did she get here? Where does she go from here? Her life might be tough, it might cost too much, but it just seems safer to stay than to rock the boat by trying to make a change. Where did the years go? Where did her dreams go? Where does she want to be? How did she get here? Where does she go from here? Will she ever get out of here? think I gave a title for that song because I haven't decided what the title is yet. Okay, so that's my sad song. I just had a birthday a few weeks ago. Yippee, 20 days ago. I'm really close to 70 now. So I wrote this song because I usually write a birthday song for myself. And I did it on guitar. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. And hopefully this will work. The clock says a minute past midnight. The calendar says it's a new day. It just takes 1 minute, it takes 1 day to add a year to my age. Well, I'm settling into who I am and where I want to be. Content with myself, content with my life, yeah. It's a pretty good place to be. I'm doing better than okay. Yeah, I'm doing better than just fine. I'm feeling pretty good about myself. Yeah, I'm laughing more than I'm crying. Oh yeah, you know I'm happy most of the time. I no longer feel like I'm living a double life. Used to be, it felt like I was living a lie, and now I'm just living day to day. I'm getting better at not second guessing myself. Yeah, I'm doing better than okay. Yeah, I'm doing better than just fine. I'm feeling good about myself. Yeah, I'm laughing more than I'm crying. Oh yeah, you know I'm happy most of the time. I used to use maps for driving, yeah, real maps, but I never had one for my life. Every road and turn I took, well, they got me from there to here. And here is where I'm doing better than okay. Yeah, I'm doing better than just fine. I'm feeling pretty damn on that ending. Anyway, sad song, happy song. Yeah, the second one was about me.
Oh, it's perfect set. Thanks again, and really quick, plug your YouTube again and your Substack.
Yeah, my YouTube is Music by Sue. And by the way, thank you for listening. I think I've only played those for people twice now. So I'm still tweaking a little on the timing, and I'll get that ending at some point. And Substack is Schnitzy Doodles, SCHNITZY Doodles. Thanks, guys. This is fun.
Awesome. Yeah, absolutely. A lot of people loving it, not just here, but also on the YouTube live chat. So definitely check that out if you have a chance. Schnitzy Doodles, that's so fun to say. Um, what else? What else? Oh, and happy belated birthday, of course. Yeah. All right. Once again, if you guys are just kind of tuning in or getting here, this is our online mic where people join us from all around the country, all around the world. Musicians, poets, we got some pros. Come share with us. We're here every Monday. And the sign up is online. Check out our social media for that. Usually the night before, at some point. I got in trouble again for being late, but it eventually goes up. Okay, but let's go ahead and continue. We're gonna switch it up with some spoken word. Our next performer has been joining us lately and absolutely killing it with the spoken word stuff. Joining us from Falls Church, Virginia, we got Wall Poet. All right, good to have you back again, my friend. When you're ready, go ahead and take it away.
All right, all right. Thank you, thank you. All right. Yeah, I have four poems. It's a little bit different because I have mostly newer ones and then one older one that I like redid a little bit. So, all right. The first one is called This is a Poem. This is a poem to uplift and rebuild when your foundation is cracked and you're about to tip over like cedar trees on a windy day. This is a poem to restore your faith that things will get better, regardless of how insurmountable an obstacle that lies ahead. This is a poem that serves as your life jacket in the Colorado Rapids when your kayak just split in two. This is a poem that heals and soothes, that moves you into believing that you will get through this. This is a poem to remind you that depression will sneak up on you, pulling you down like rip currents at the beach, fighting to not drown in plain view. This is a poem that tastes like sopa de pollo on a chilly day and agua de coco when the sun is smoldering on your neck. This is a poem that nudges you to not give up just yet because there's so much more to see, live, do. Because so many more times you will fail and succeed, be in love and grief stricken, and maybe get the chance to just dream. Because this is my poem. This is your poem that lets you know we're all struggling to make sense of this world, just like you. All right. So that was different style than I normally do, but yeah. All right. This next one's called Ode to a Song. Just about music. All right. So I've always wanted to write a poem where I celebrate the musical influences that impacted who I am or truly made me a music head. Back in the day, you would have called it an ode, but if I did, where would I even start? Well, I guess I would start with hip hop, with the way the rapid paced delivery of language in the form of rhyme to a breakbeat lured me to leap inside of my radio speakers, transforming me to a b-boy at a Bronx house party in the 80s where Kangol hats and Adidas shoes with no laces congregated daily. Reliving hair follicles standing on end when Eric B. and Rakim said pump up the volume, or the way all New York hip hop artists must have had horrible claustrophobia from living inside of my CD Walkman my entire 10th grade year, and how all you need to say is it was all a dream to turn every 90s hip hop fan into their favorite rapper. Maybe I could talk about the way conga drums rocked me to sleep as a child while my dad had a Gran Combo play live concerts nightly out of a gargantuan-sized boombox cassette tape player. Or how at age 6, I stood on my seat at a Ruben Blades concert, clapping along to claves at the close of the show, or the feeling of elation that rose when my feet finally learned not to bump into each other when learning a couple of salsa steps as an adult. Maybe I could talk about the first Nirvana song I learned to play on the acoustic guitar in the 8th grade, the way my fingers bent like clothes hangers as I struggled to strum chords on steel strings, but how my arms also rose like a prize fighter when I finally mastered how to play About a Girl. I could also talk about how my 1995 car stereo system provided the soundtrack to everything from 2 a.m. to 2 a.m. runs to 7-Eleven, all the way to a makeout session or two or three. Perhaps I could elaborate how I listened to Smashing Pumpkins whenever my parents used to argue, the way the volume exceeded maximum capacity as plates smashed into porcelain floors, and how I found music to be the greatest form of coping mechanism to face the world that never desired more from me aside of my undivided attention. I could go on about when I started taking writing seriously and everyone suggested I listen to less music and instead read the great poets, but I thought to myself, great poets, then what the hell do you call Tupac, Bob Marley, Nina Simone, Prince, Lauryn Hill, and Nas? Or what about Zach de la Rocha, Juan Luis Guerra, Residente, Mercedes Sosa? Maybe I would delve into how, as I age, I learned to appreciate country music and jazz, how a Johnny Cash song lives in the pockets of my black shirts, or how when I need to relax, I just visit Herbie Hancock on Cantaloupe Island. To truly make this an authentic ode poem, I suppose I'd have to use iambic pentameter, write in a quatrain where each line and rhyme meets perfectly like line segments in order to form four perfect stanzas. I could do that, but then where would I start? All right, two more. This one I wrote a long while ago, but I've revised a little bit. I think I like it better now. All right. This one's memories. I remember being 10, the fifth grade, what my teacher, Miss Faulkner, looked like. Her gray strands of hair, glasses too small for her face, cheeks drooping like coconuts on a palm tree. I remember baggy jeans paired with oversized rayon shirts, friends in love with 90s hip hop like me. And I remember an elderly man who dressed in dated clothes and visited our classroom once a week. The way his white hair looked dirty, the sound his voice made when he read words that had double meanings, bitterness mixed with a desire to be taken seriously echoed when he spoke. Everyone dreaded his presence afterwards. Yo, what's your grandfather doing here, man? Reverberated in the classroom. I acted indifferent until he asked us to write. Then my words began to form shapes on a wrinkled piece of notebook paper. As I stood up to read my poem, I proceeded to illuminate like algae in a bioluminescent bay. His visits didn't last for more than 2 months. On his last day, he grumbled how we were ungrateful, how he didn't have to come. Never thought he had much of an effect on me. I mean, I don't even remember his name, but I kind of wish I would have at least said thank you for introducing me to poetry. All right, and one last one. And this one I just wrote. Maybe took me like a week on and off to write in parts, and I just finished it. All right, last one. It's not your typical poet. I am not your typical, I am not your typical poet. I don't speak only in rhyme, and bongos don't magically appear when I have something important to say. I am not your typical poet. Poems don't just come to me after viewing the constellations, nor do I have the urge to live amongst the trees. I am not your typical poet. I don't have an MFA, but I do have enough poetic vision to fill up a Thanksgiving Day parade float. I am not your typical poet because you may find my writing to be shallow, selfishly focusing on myself when I should be writing about nature and the spiritual being. See, my poems are mostly grounded in reality, except when words like ladybugs crawl up my arm and rest on my shoulder, waiting for the perfect time to cannonball jump on the page, or interrupt me when I'm eating empanadas de queso at 8 a.m. on a Saturday. And sometimes these words don't let me sleep, prying my eyes open in the middle of the night and forcing me to create art that only other atypical people would truly appreciate. And maybe that's who I choose to write for, create for, bare my soul for. People who have had doors slammed in their face time after time, but refuse to stop trying, believing, and dreaming. People who don't know how to be anything else but themselves, because at the end of the day, maybe we shouldn't want to be typical. And just maybe we should just want to be original instead. Thank you very much. If you're interested in my work, Wild Poet at Wild Poet 82 Instagram, and then Wild Poet 82 on WordPress, Wild Poet 8 dot press at WordPress. Thank you very much.
Oh man, thank you so much as always for joining in. Killer set. Wow, poet, everyone go follow him online and love the framing, the imagery, the descriptions, really great stuff. Yeah, glad you're coming to share all this stuff, man. It's really inspiring. Damn, I gotta go out and write more. You know, that's what I'm feeling like. All right, I'm inspired. Um, because I don't read enough. But you know what? If I needed to write more and I want to start with some generative writing, I would go to Tumblewords, where you can find Kit, who is up next. So Kit, when you're ready, you guys already know what's up. He is hosting this Thursday at Old Sheepdog Brewery, but right now he's going to perform at our online mic. Ladies and gents, beautiful NBs, Mr. Monday Night, Kit Ran.
Thank you, Richie. Thank you very much. Uh, Thanks everyone who went before me and those who go after me. Those of you watching on the YouTube in the future, hello. Every decision you've made has been correct. I'm very pleased to tell you that. You know, it's odds were against you, but you pulled it off. Whatever it was that you pulled off. So, a couple of mine and then the cover. Here's one I haven't read in a while. It's a invocation beginning with a sentence from Grace Paley's father. Dear heart, little heart, thank you for doing your job, the blood, and so forth. Thank you for all the moments of great feeling, both happiness and sadness. I think sometimes that to be sad too is a great and momentous thing, and not something to be afraid of. Thank you for encasing the thoughts that are actually me into a form that is more than thoughts, that will occasionally do without thinking. Thank you for sleep, the thing that I never want, but never regret. Thank you for making survival easy and casual so that my mind can instead make me think of great and momentous and terribly sad things. The less I want companionship, it seems the more I have it. I do not understand this choice, if it is your choice, heart, but I sense in it your effort, you trying your best, taking oxygen to all points in a reliable way. And I've been reading a lot lately, but I like it. So there. It's dream number 7. The Anthropocene is not agreed upon. In my dream, all the creatures of the earth could talk, but none of them had any wisdom or special insight. A jackrabbit flagged me down and said, "Hey, some weather we're having, Chief," and ran away. What could this mean? A turtle described in plotting circular detail the episode of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City she saw while walking past a picture window the next street over. The cats all tried to get me alone so they could spread rumors about each other. And I'm pretty sure a rattlesnake called me a slur. No concept of where he learned that. I summoned my friend the crow for understanding, and he said he's tired of dating apps. The wizened crow, who they say knows the future, can tell right away when he clicks with someone. And this is just what his life will be now, he guesses. Agreeable, lukewarm dinners on the rooftops of trendy downtown gastropubs with lady crows that he respects but does not love, cannot even find it to feel strongly about them. He had the spark once, but she flew away in the winter. And now that he knows what the real spark feels like, has heard the actual buzz of personal electricity, which is, I suppose, the crow's personal metaphor for love. The half measures and facsimiles will never do again. I feel for my friend the crow. I say to him, I know exactly what you mean. Now, when a woman flirts with me at the bar, I respond dutifully, but at half speed, like an unathletic child at soccer practice. My concept of a shared future is gone. In all my mental images, I am alone, without even the friends who I know are beside me now. But friend Crow, you know so much, and surely you know this too. Loneliness is not real, but artificial, like styrofoam. Not exactly a lie, but not the truth either. My people will be there for me, even if I can't see them, because they don't do it to be seen, and you will find, wise crow, that it be that way for you. The crow who knows all things regards me newly, alarmed, as if he has seen me for the first time, and flies off into the red sky screaming, "Holy shit, they can talk!" And one more of mine before the cover poem. Because you all see Robin Schofield here every week, and you all enjoy her work. I do too, but I kind of have to say that even if I didn't, but I do, so it's not a problem. It's not a conflict, but this is called family business. My mother wants to share in the pride of our neighbor, but feels compelled to make small amendments. It's a fine tree, she says, but it's not a mesquite. Mesquites don't flower. Do you see those thorns? Your excellent mesquite is an even better acacia. It occurs to me that this is that thing that I am asked to produce on demand like a photo ID, a practical use for poetry. To correct affections without changing their vectors. Our love, like a contract, must be drawn with care and in terms as specific as possible. I am proud to call this the family business, an ancient, noble, and essential trade. To mark the place of the thorns and buds, to map the trails of the wandering shadows, and to match prisms to their suited lights. And amidst all the speculation of what poetry is, turn to an expert. It's one of my favorite times of year. The long list for the National Book Awards are out. And it's and on the long list is Diane Seuss for her new collection, Modern Poetry. And this is poetry by Diane Seuss. Not the whole book, obviously, just one poem from it, but act like you've been here. There's no sense in telling you my particular troubles. You have yours too. Is there value in comparing notes? Unlike Williams writing poems on prescription pads between patients, I have no prescriptions for you. I'm more interested in the particular nature and tenor of the energy of our trouble. Maybe that's not enough for you. Sometimes I stick in some music. I'm capable of hallucination, so there's nothing wrong with my images. As for me, I'm not looking for wisdom. The wise don't often write wisely, do they? The danger is in teetering into platitudes. Maybe Keats was preternaturally wise, but what he gave us was beauty, whatever that is, and truth. Synonymous, he wrote, with beauty, and not the same as wisdom. Maybe truth is the raw material of wisdom before it has been conformed by ego, fear, and time, like a shot of whiskey without embellishment. Or truth lays bare the broken bone and wisdom scurries in, wanting to cover and justify it. It's really kind of a nasty enterprise. Who wants anyone else's hands on their pain? And I'd rather be arrested than advised, even on my taxes. So what can poetry be now? Dangerous to approach such a question, and difficult to find the will to care. But we must not languish, soldiers, according to the wise. We must go so far as to invent new mechanisms of caring. Maybe truth, yes, delivered with clarity. The tone is up to you. Truth, unabridged, has become in itself a strange and beautiful thing. Truth may involve a degree of seeing through time, even developing a relationship with the thing before writing, whether a bird or an idea about birds, it doesn't matter. But please, not only a picture of a bird, Err on the side of humility, though humility can be declarative. It does not submit. It can even appear audacious. It takes metal to propose truth and pretend it is generalizable. Truth should sting in its way like a major bee, not a sweat bee. It may target the reader like an arrow or be swallowable. A watermelon seed we feared as children would take up residency in our guts and grow unabated and change us forever into something viney and prolific and terrible. As for beauty, problematic word, one to be side-eyed lest it turn you to stone or salt. It is not something to work on, but a byproduct at times of the process of our making. Beauty comes or it doesn't, as do its equally compelling counterparts, inelegance and vileness. This we learn from Baudelaire, Flaubert, Rimbaud, Genet, male poets of the lavishly grotesque. You've seen those living rooms. The red velvet walls and lampshades, fringed gold, cat hair thick on the couches. And you have been weirdly compelled, even cushioned by them. Either way, please don't tell me flowers are beautiful and blood clots are ugly. These things I know. Or I know this is how flowers and blood clots are assessed by those content with stale orthodoxies. Maybe there is such a thing as the beauty of drawing near, nearer, all the way to the bedside of the dying world, to sit and witness without platitudes, no matter the distortions of the death throes, no matter the awful music of the rattle, closer to that sheeted edge. From this vantage point, poetry can still be beautiful. It can even be useful, but never wise. Okay. And fun time will be had this Saturday, the Tumblewords Project with Maria Miranda Maloney, with a great workshop planned around got kind of a garage sale theme to it. It's a really cool title, Give, Toss, or Keep, a poetry workshop about letting go. So if you have a free Saturday, always consider the Tumblewords Project. October 5th, happy birthday to him in absentia, but Nick Paleologos makes his return with a workshop he's calling Spooky Scary Skeletons. And, continuing the spooky theme, we'll have Lee Martinez Soto, October 12th. Title yet to be determined, but we trust them as well, we might. But yeah, if you're looking for me, you can find me on Instagram at Kit Renaway. You get it? Yeah, you get it. No more Twitter. Blue Sky, same handle. Blue Sky's pretty nice. It's my favorite of the alternate Twitters. Facebook at my name, right there. Yeah, there you go. And you'll see me live at Old Sheepdog, where I'll be dressed much nicer and handling MC duties and even handling the sound for a little bit. Please be gentle with me. Please be simple with me. But yes, always a lot of great stuff on the horizon. Makes it hard to just live 1 second at a time, but we have to, don't we? Anyway, here's Richie.
Hey, thank you, Kit. Appreciate that. As always, thanks for the announcements. Yes, again, check out Tumblewords. I know so many of you guys need to go check it out because you haven't been there yet. You know what I'm saying? Get some writing done. But yes, Kit will be hosting Thursday at Old Sheepdog. Set up. We usually get there around six-ish to start setting up. Sign up starting at 7, and then the show starting at 8. And I have a request if people are listening. I have to step away for a brief moment during the set, so that's why Kit was referencing doing sound. But if anyone who knows sound equipment or wants to help out with that, come on by. Because that would be very invaluable. That way, so Kit can just focus on hosting and not having to worry about like doing sound and all that as well. But otherwise, I know he's completely capable. So, but if anyone does want to help, definitely taking volunteers. And then yeah, let's go ahead and keep this going. Great set, kid, as always. All right, hey, we're gonna go to San Francisco, and we're gonna go ahead and bring up Tanish. It's been a little while again, too, for Tanish. Welcome back. When you're ready, go ahead and take it away.
Thank you. It's been an awesome night. It's always awesome to come through. I just have two. One is called Nani G. Nani was the type who could calm you in a storm in Chandigarh, or maybe it was an outage only. We sat in darkness with candles, lights out on the whole block. I must have been 4. It must have been that trip. I ate way too many peanuts, threw up in the bed in the middle at midnight while sleeping between two cousins, heads, feet along the width to fit 4 girls. And I threw up and went back to sleep without cleaning it or telling anyone. Mama Ji called me Tina Munim that trip, a famous actress of the era, but I didn't know that. Just happy to be noticed, singled out for something positive. When my mom was alive and we danced to Madonna's Where's the Party, jumping on the bed, we sang it like, Where's the Patti? Patti means poop. In the dark, my nanny explained she had water under her skin and it hurt her very much. And we sat. I looked, touched her protruding veins, said, yeah. I asked my mommy G years and years later, 2.5 decades later. It ended up being arthritis. But I always liked the way she explained it to my 4-year-old brain. While we sat in the dark, feeling like it was something I'd get to do, us girls, 3 generations huddled on my nanny's bed. When my mom was alive and we danced, light shadow candle wall window. And then my last one, Nanaji. My marrow, my mother, my nana, and Naniji feed me sweet words and whispers, shared memories from my nana's favorite color on us, my red orphan Annie dress, matching his red turban by the corded tan foam hanging on the wood paneled wall. He teaches me how to draw peacocks, and I practice and show him, his smile pushing up his silver mustache, netted beard. His last visit after my mother's death, a few years before his own, her absence screams through the house from silverfish and centipedes, stampeding over the fireplace at dark. I make orange juice popsicles in the afternoons, toothpicked in ice trays. I don't give him one until he asks. I have no one, no support. I disappear into books until 4 a.m. A lonely time. I have no one and push him away, and now he gives me gifts, presents, reminding me that men can give. $200 laid outside my elevator. I hide it for whoever lost it, but it finds me again, left in the ATM of a local bar. He gives me presents, attention. He's family. The words fly at me from the ether when I want to believe the worst of my love. Living with the dead, it turns my curdling blood into feet of fancy, flourishing fantasy. I thread arms with him and pull him close. Lotus flowers line my sighs of stillness. Thank you. That's all. Thanks as always for the space.
Yeah, of course. Can you really quick tell us about your book and where people can like support you online if you wish?
Yeah, no, my book is called Falling, a poetic memoir, and you can buy it from me, but you can also buy it on Amazon, and I can put those links in the chat too. Tanishkantos.com basically, and then also the link to Amazon. Yeah. Thank you,
Yeah,
Richie.
thank you. Yeah, please do put those links in the chat and we will forward them to everyone on YouTube. Once again, thanks for sticking around with us. This is our Monday night online mic. We're here every Monday. We have been since April of 2020, so that's um when I think back to it, that's pretty impressive. You know, we've done it nonstop, so that's kind of fun, and hopefully we can keep going as long as people want to have a space like this. We'll keep doing it. As people keep showing up, we will have continue to have these sessions. So it's really great. Also to connect with people from all around. Speaking of which, next up we're gonna go ahead and go international again, and we have Cassie up next from Ontario, Canada. Cassie, are you in the call? Let's see, because I know you're always coming in and out.
I'm here.
It's like when a kid likes, are you gonna stay in or out? No, Cassie, good to have you again as always. When you're ready, go ahead and take it away. Hey.
Okay, thank you. I wasn't sure if I was going to read this or not, but I was scouring the archives for old things, and instead I just wrote, decided to read this thing that is of the moment for me. So here it is. It's untitled. I could write down all the times you showed me the tenderness of your chest beneath your left breast pocket, which without words uttered crisply, I have a soft spot for you, let me cushion your cheek. Or I could note all the moments you have showed me how sharp the top of your spine can be when threatened, an unrelenting blade carved from bone. I could magnify the good so that I don't have to release the tether between here and there. I could proclaim you'll never find someone like me, but that won't make it true. And the person I'm really speaking to isn't you. When I say, please talk to me, I mean, please help me hold on to this beautiful frayed rope that keeps slipping between my fingertips and burning my calloused hands. And a part of me wants to let go. I want you to be the first person I didn't keep leaping after the tether's tail as it trails away. But I can't figure out if it's just to spite you. I check for the evidence that you are still there, but it is just a habit. It's funny, you taught me how to break habits, to break the habit of loving you. Like any habit, I will do it until I find a new habit to replace it with. So I will reach for you in my sleep until I practice reaching for something else. And then one day, I will sleep through the night. All right. So that, I wish I had like something like light and cheery to follow up with, but I normally like to follow up with a cover poem, but that's all I have for this evening. Yeah, so if you do happen to be curious to see me infrequently share some of my writing, I do that on my Instagram at Relentless Intrigue. I also occasionally facilitate online generative poetry workshops. So you can see updates about those there if you follow me. All right. Thank you, Richie. Thank you, everyone.
Awesome. Thank you, Cassie. Keeping it short and sweet today. Caught me off guard there. All right, here we go. We're back. We're back. All right, cool. And as we kind of do a lot of times, I just noticed this trend, and it's mostly just because of when you guys signed up, plus your preferences. But we're gonna go from Canada back to the capital. That's Washington, D.C., where we have the one and only Mr. Fantastic. That's Mr. Ed Poetastic. All right, Ed, you know you're ready to go. So happy Monday. Good to see you, my friend. Take it away.
Thank you, my bro. Like no other words like thunder. Hey, my name's Ed Potazzo. I'm feeling fantastic. Please tell me to join my rhyme. Five will sublime. I got three pieces, so I won't take too much time. The first piece is called Life Jacket. I wish you could start from that list, my friend. You could cut ties with all lives that you've been living in. And if you do want to see me again, I would understand. I would understand. Please, suicide is a terrible thing. We all know that shadows cling. Don't suffocate for bee stings. Life is full of bittersweet flings. Please understand that depression is scary. Don't nest in chaotic tapestry. You can guarantee it. Only you hold the key. Don't keep crying venomous seas. Please, lies are full of deceit. Only gasoline can fuel heat. Don't let it keep biting at your feet. Don't don't keep feeling incomplete. Please, lovers, come and go. Let your heart lie frozen in the snow. Don't keep getting pecked by crows, so you know your glow can still flow. Please, poverty is temporary. You can ask Larry, Harry, or Jerry. Money can leave you wary. On the contrary, say what you can carry. Please don't be anxious. There's restless nerves. They feel above us, but they are beneath us. Please make the darkness oblivious. Please, misdeeds are mistakes. We live what we make. Please don't let your future break. There are more bigger things at stake. Please, mental illness is tough. We're all full of complex stuff. You don't have to stay rough. You can always remove those invisible cuffs. Please understand social constructs are unreal. Does it take a short time to heal? Please don't let it crush your will. It's everything but true or real. Please remember that problems are lessons. There is a sun on every horizon. You can't solve all kinds of situations. For information, that has no combinations or explanations. Please, we're all been there. Please realize someone cares. You can always bear what you share. Don't let yourself suffer from mauls or tears. Please, you are the only one. Please live with all your might and sight underneath the sun. Please don't leave your life undone. Please think about everyone or someone. Please realize you matter. Hey, no more down for banter. You could put the past away. I wish you can start from that list, my friend. I can understand. Wish you can start from that list, my friend. I can understand. I wish you can start from that list, my friend. I can understand. I can understand. Thank you. Let me see. Do. The other one is called Oh My Love. Here it is. All right. Oh my love, 1,000 kisses from you is never too much. I just don't wanna stop. Oh my love, 1,000,000 days in your arms is never too much. I just don't wanna stop. Never too much, never too much, never too much. I love you, how deserts love the rain. You're my glue, the coat in the pouring pain. You're my screw, the boat that keeps me sane. You're my honeydew, the fish swim in my blue. You're my moon, the light in my pitch dark night. You're my balloon, you take me to better heights. You're my lagoon, you're the wind for my kite. You're my cocoon, you're the shield of my spite. You're my cartoon, you're my joyful ray of insight. How can I love you more? I can't count the ways. You fuel my bloody core, you set my darkness ablaze. You are what I live for. You're the nouns of my essays. You're the gift I can't ignore. You're the sun for my days. You're everything, but you're everything that I adore. You are the swan in my ballet. You're everything in the shore. You're something I can't paraphrase. You are nevermore, but furthermore. I can go on and on, but what more can I say? I'm here if you want to listen to more. Thank you. And last but not least, This other one is called Please Let Me Sleep. I'm a fish lost at sea, flying in a clear pond. I feel calm and free, swimming the great beyond. Now I hear loud bees. Oh no, things have gone wrong. I'm awake. Let me rest my head. Oh, my whole body aches. I wish I could still play dead. Instruction. Oh, for goodness sake. My eyelids feel heavy as lead. Let me be the fish in the lake. Too much noise. I completely dread. Going back to sleep isn't easy as cake. What time is it? Do I want to look ahead? Wow. Awake at 5 a.m. on a Saturday. Why couldn't I be born a bear? I could just hibernate and get away, snooze away my worries or cares, rest in a cave from the sun's ray. Do you guys have anything better to do? I just want to snooze and dream. I grab coffee. No, my brew! Spilled coffee, a ton of cream. Don't anyone care what I'm going through? Are you guys digging for gold or oil? It's early, early, dark, bad morning. My mood is going to spoil. Oh, the birds are quickly singing. One jackhammer in some soil. My ears won't stop ringing. Oh, the noise has stopped. I can finally go to sleep. My stress went pop. Oh, sleep. What's that beep? Oh, my bags have teardrops. Please, life, no more peeps. Thank you. Oh, sorry. Thank
Thank
you.
There you go. I was waiting for the right tone there. But, no, I'm just kidding. I was a little behind. Ed, thank you as always for your set, man. Where can the find people online find and support you online?
You can support me online by coming to this wonderful workshop that makes our Monday night sizzle in the wonderful, fantastic spotlight. All right, but if you want to follow me, please feel free. My Facebook is Eddie Foreman and my IG is Eddie Foreman 92. And remember, if the mic is right, I'll be there to shine my fantastic insight. If you send me a request, if you take guess, the answer is yes. Hope everyone stay healthy, safe, and blessed. Never stop spewing the one words inside the chest. Never stop being, doing, and feeling your best. Remember, you're more important than you ever know. Don't stop your glow and never stop your flow. If you don't know, now you know. How I love this show.
Thank you, Ed. Love you, man. Yeah, hearts in the chat for
Me too.
Ed. Hearts in the chat. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, hearts in the chat for Ed. All right. Hey, for those of you on hanging out with us in the live stream, appreciate it. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Again, if you can't tune in live and you have an opportunity, you're watching this during the week, as Robin and Kit both discussed. To those of you watching in the future, you're present, of course. Uh, then yeah, thanks for tuning in as well. Leave a comment, let us know what's up. I'm gonna go ahead and open up. When I signed up, the list was a little bit more thin, but I might as well. We're doing pretty great on time still, so I am gonna open up for our closer, Dan the Man. So while he gets ready, Dan, while you get ready, I'm gonna go ahead and read three of my own. This is a trio of poems, a relationship in three parts. Part one, Kiss of Fire. I remember rooms strewn with strangers, adorned with the weight of wandering eyes, yearning for that chance to linger, to feast on that quiet desperation, to catch another's fish hook, high wired, kerosene soaked life preserver of a glance. For just a moment, this moment, in which we are the only two people in existence, burning hot quasars on the peripheries of something. Kind of the dance of nothingness, a cosmic tango, nebula dust pillars swirling to the melody of cascading trumpet battle cries. It's the ever expanding pull of the universe seeking to know itself. We are a feather and a bowling ball, falling side by side in the vacuum of maybe. Perhaps. Not today. Count us the everyday explorers of could have beens and sidewinded sing alongs. We bring along the songs of the long gone and since then rescinded. Call us the heavy winded. Eternity, living, breathing, dying, and being reborn all over again. Eternity, lived out in moments like this. Ojitos, ocular arsenry, in which our eyes meet head on like high beams in the seclusion of a pre dawn southwest desert highway, doomed for a head on collision of you and me. The taste of a cotton candy sunrise and the sizzle of a new day. 2. Juxtaposition. Beginnings and endings are mirror images, and sometimes I just lose track of the difference. I have found home in the secret passageways of stories and their shadows. Let us be silent now and listen to everything in between. I spit truth for truth's sake. Everything else is simply the physics of that poetry. I know you, and I love you. Let's call that knowledge. The corners of your mouth are brilliant. I know, because I've been awake to feel the first glow from the first break of light from the first minutes of a new day as it gently unravels upon your skin to illuminate the profoundness of your brownness. I know because I've felt the way our bodies evolve into softer creatures of compassion, dust of this earth settled in our skin. I know because I know, because I know, because I know, because I know. There's a devious geometry to be found in the fault lines of a lover's lips. It's the tremulous tectonics that unsettle in the tremendous basins of butterfly barns. Our planetary expressions painted once more from the interstellar dust that dances in the furnace of our hearts. That's a desire for exploration. Gravity's infatuation with the spectacular has led us to this. 800,000 years later, some scientists unearthed a fragment of your finger bone, but not once did they ever consider your capacity to be a lover. 3. Heavy moon. Even Orpheus looked back. See, there are groggy days that sit there, bloated, with abstractions like time or space, when phrases like, I miss you, are just words on a screen. Do you ever stop to listen to the music and everyday things like a passing thought or a smile? You know, my heart gets hungry too. Tonight, I couldn't possibly keep up with Neruda or the pull of this heavy moon because it reminds me of you. As if I could pull out of the sky this midnight pearl and marvel at the thought of our very own perigee. If you leave a trail of words, I'll follow them back to you. Pull me in. I'm yours. Se acabó. That's it. That's the three-parter. Those poems kind of do fit in that theme, so that's why I wanted to read them that way today, which I don't think I've actually ever done in this entire time we've been doing this. So yeah, I liked the idea of ending that one with maybe. Okay, so with that said, I think I gave Dan enough time to get ready because I gave him the warning. Dan, as always, guys, we got to close out the show. Let me double check, make sure I didn't miss anybody. Nope. All right, Dan, when you are ready, go ahead and take it. Ooh, you're just moving around. Are you wearing a cap? Is that a hat there? All right, when you are ready, sir, go ahead and take it away, my friend.
Yeah, how's everybody doing tonight? Yeah, yeah, as you remember, yeah, Chuco Town Comedy Festival. Nothing's all, but at least comedy doesn't fall. And yep, laugh is all. Yeah, yes, I went to the festival. It's the festival. Yeah. Hmm. No matter what, how, even if you fall, there's always the tall. There's plenty. Well, so much in the air. Well, tonight. Well, because I did bear in height. Yeah, but there was a layer of light. Just like the airfare, always in flight. Everywhere, just all. So it's like instead of day, not night. And always have care. Always comes to light. So no nightmare, no, and no flight. Or fright. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, that was the Chuco Town Comedy Festival. Yeah. No, that is the laugh is all. But even though there is always the clown. Yep. Yeah, we just turn our frown around and mm, even if there was a clown, he would have made a appearance in the festival in the comedy festival of Chuco Town. Yeah, I don't know why. Hmm. So yeah. And speaking of festival, can't wait for the El Paso Film Festival and the Way Out West Festival. Yeah, so yeah, yeah, it's all right. Speaking of, and yes, happy birthday to Ives. Yeah, to Ivy. I was there last Thursday, and you remember as I went to St. Ives, I have no idea. As I went to St. Ives, I met a man with 7 wives. 7 wives, 7 knits, and 7 cats, 7 cats, and 7 kites. Kites, cats, knits, wives. How many were going to St. Ives? Yeah, just one. Yeah, I usually call her Ives. So, there's always the fives. Yeah, the fives and always the lives. Yeah. So, yeah, happy birthday, Ivy. All right, guys. Can't yeah. Speaking of Chico Town Comedy Festival, can't wait for the El Paso Film Festival and the Way Out West Festival. And don't forget the 24-hour play festival and any other festivals like Las Cruces International Film Festival or the Plaza Classic Film Festival, the Las Cruces Country Music Festival. What else? What else? The any other festivals I can remember. Hmm. Or maybe the what's it called? The Christmas Fest. Hmm. Uh, what's something in what the hell is it called again? Hmm. Dang, I forgot. That's the only festivals I can know of. Hmm. I get it. Winter Festival. Yeah, Winterfest. Or you might want to call it Winter Festival. Yeah. Okay, I guess that is it. All right, guys. So, all right. So, okay. Hope you guys have a safe. Yep. Wake me up till September ends, and we have October. So, yeah, we got 1 month till festival. No word if I'm gonna do candy grants, but I'll keep you posted. So, all right, guys. Thank you very much. You have a great night. And Richie, let's go ahead and call it a night. Of
Who,
the flight from
who,
the
who,
lake.
who are we calling a night? I'm just kidding. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate that. Thanks for always repping local and local everything. It's well appreciated. Thanks. Yeah, you mentioned so the probably the most relevant of all the festivals you mentioned is the Way Out West Fest that is happening this weekend, end of September, and they are featuring our friend Josh Marin. So if you guys have an opportunity to check that out,
Mm-hmm.
Josh is a star. We love him, and he's just such a huge aspect of what we do at Barbed Wire since he's been coming out. So yeah, Josh is the man. I'll make sure to share. I got to share a link in the live chat so you guys can check him out. Yeah. So Dan, I'm gonna mute you really quick because you're making noises there. Well, I gotta close out the show, man. It's all good. It's all good. The Chukotown Comedy Fest. Hopefully it went well. We want to bring people and support the scene. Scenes, I guess you would say, because I don't know. A lot of people don't think there's stuff to do here in El Paso. So as long as there's stuff to do, hopefully that's something for people. Anyway, come check out our open mics. We will be downtown San Antonio at Rosewood tomorrow. All of October, we've got shows on Tuesday. As always, our last Thursday show at Old Sheepdog, Craft Rhythm and Brews. So stay tuned for all that stuff. Catch us Thursday at Craft Rhythm and Brews, hosted by Kit Ren himself. And we will see you guys next Monday. Again, if you want to join us, just follow us on social media. And if you have any questions, you can message us. Again, if you're an EPCC student, shoot me a message. You can find me through the EPCC directory. Type in my last name, Marrufo, Marrufo. I teach English there, so you can shoot me a message for the QR code, or you can message us on social media. I'll find out. Thanks everyone. Have a great night for the live stream. We're gonna go ahead and finish it, but as always, we're gonna hang out a little bit. So for those who want to join us, if anyone wants to hop over from the live chat and just hang out with us, that's also welcome. That's allowed. In fact, encouraged. All right, guys. Have a good night.